Open. Coastal Surge.
I can smell your fear.
That's the last one I need.
We are bound by a common enemy.
Sweet. Alright, what we got? Blade, Storms, Tortoon.
I've collected many things over the years. See if you can match them.
Damn, that might have been the easiest match game ever.
Several Azerite wounds lay exposed nearby. Use the Heart of Azeroth to mend them.
So where's the black crate? Don't know what I'd get out of it, but not to open it. Some gloves of nothingness. Can't remember if the B things happen before Modon.
Another truth.
A simple life. One day, Lo decided to live a peaceful life on a remote island. Can you guide Lo to all of the island's food, and then to his hut, without crossing the path he's taken? enjoy a quiet, peaceful life. And a full belly. Ha!
Before a young Tortolan can inscribe their first scroll, they need to practice their basic shapes. Can you show these little ones how it's done? I've seen worse, but I'm sure you can do better. Come see old Nola again sometime. Your line work is impressing the children. Look at their little eyes light up.
Ah, good, an adventurer. I have need of your services. Blah, blah, blah. Get on with it. Artifacts of great power belong in the hands of elders. Not some rambunctious adventurer.
Coastal search. Buy 2 books. So I'm too lazy to make my own. Spell that right? I guess I'm found the medicine. think I know why. Shit. There we go. There we go. I only had the one category highlighted.
Ahoy!
Ahoy.
Always loyal. Anchors away.
Alright, let's go back to Dargon Land, go back to Breezy. Actually, you know what? I haven't been checking Legacy raids either. Mount Skip. Do that too. Fuck it. Hold them. Okay. Which means I could do it on alt. This way.
The dark visions have come to pass. The Black Empire rises in Alderaan. We must push it back before it is too late.
I never knew you could walk through that obelisk. Wow. I'm always trying to. Did I just pull that? Son of a bitch. I always try to avoid and jump around it. I'll kill myself. Why not? Excuse me.
Insolent whelpling! You desecrate that which you were bred to serve!
Excuse me.
Angry, are we? And after I tried so hard to impress you with my dagger handiwork.
Warning. Corruption levels exceeding measurable parameters. Recalculating.
That does not sound particularly encouraging, Mother.
You will break like your father before you.
Nazoth's rage seems fixated upon me, champions. Perhaps you can turn that to our advantage.
Excuse me.
Champions, N'Zoth is luring us into the core of his... I dare not enter that foul place, lest I lose myself to his madness. Strike him down. For an old guard who claims to see everything, you are blind to the threat before you.
Where are you going, dude?
consequence.
Champions, we're overrun. We can't fire.
Dimensional gateway established.
Wow. I'm guessing you can't go in there if you have to gift. Stop running away from me. I think I got stuck here.
Within sleep.
he wears. Good fortune to our friends.
It's the ninja. Should you join SP on the 23rd? Hails yeah. Is that even a question? Are you going to be playing today? Oh. You got your new phone today, so maybe tomorrow. New phone again? Already? Feels like you get a new phone every other month. Ugh. How was the drive home? Long. And so it's so funny that I didn't get pulled over at all, because I know I passed by two, whether they're state police, Wisconsin State Police or whatever, troopers. My dumbass, probably for at least like an hour to hour and a half, when it was dark, was driving without my lights on. I think I had only my fog lights on, not my headlamps. So yeah, I'm a little surprised I didn't get pulled over. I know. It took me a minute, because like I passed the truck, and then after I passed it, I saw it was flickering its lights. I'm looking, I thought it was like my allergies and maybe being tired. And I'm looking at my lap like, why is it flashing their lights? And then I just messed with my settings, and then it went, got really bright. I'm like, oh, that's why it was flashing its lights. I was like, I felt like a fucking idiot. I felt like an idiot, but at the same time, I was very confused as to why the cops didn't pull me over. Like, maybe they were sleeping. I don't know. Why are you running away from me? Oh my god. How long was the drive? From when I started? Like 4.5 hours, I think. Not too bad actually. It wasn't the same. I mean, well, I am sad to hear that. Why? Why wasn't it? What you guys ended up doing the last couple days? You guys finally did go ATVing, right? So I figured out the difference between ATV and UTV, because I asked, like, my sister's boyfriend's parents. The U stands for utility, so the UTV, or ATVs are single ride, and the UTV are generally like the where you can have people ride with you, and they usually have like a trunk or something like that. You did not.
Majesty'nly charged,
The
champions.
group was just
Hang in
too kind of overly chilled out. Didn't really do much. Only ran in Lord wanted to go, and it was $300. Fuck that noise. Why so expensive?
Champions,
That
we're overrun.
that doesn't sound right. That sounds like a fucking ripoff and a half.
Mother opened the gateway to the chamber.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Those so like the one that we were riding around in, they are pretty expensive. Well, at least the UTV was are expensive. I don't know about ATVs, but the UTVs could get just as much as a car. So that much I do know, or I learned. But I still don't think that justifies a $300 rental price tag. Oh, split. Okay, well if it's split, that's a little bit different because then you're looking at about 50 a head, right? And then if you're getting them for, if you're paying like $50 for a whole hour, but if you're paying 50 for like a couple or a few hours, maybe. Sand and some, maybe not. But their farm. Yeah, all we did was go, we didn't go like very far or on it that much. We just went like on off road trail to go to a cave and then came back. Oh shit, you killed him. Alright, time to get mount. No mount. That's not a mount. Bah humbug. Let's go back to Hearth. So all that guild stuff does take effect on Tuesday. That's pretty cool. Does that also include both factions can be in the same guild as well, or that's not a thing yet? I like really haven't been paying attention to like notes and stuff.
You like?
Did you see my blue owl? Do you have red owl? I have blue owl. I have blue hoot hoot hoot. Warbrands and cross server guild, I think, or is it cross faction? One sec. It's one or the other, and or it might be both. I know that I didn't really answer that question, but I know it's one or the other for sure. I just don't know if it's both. You think it's cross-realm, but not faction. Either way, guess I'll figure it out come that time.
I think I see a glimmer of something up there on that wall. Give it a climb and check, will you?
That's the 6-month mount? Yes, sir. Basically, every time they release one of these mounts, it seems like I get it for free instantly because I'm subbed like for a whole fucking year in advance, which is ridiculous. I haven't even checked for the special animation. I like the beginning of it. It's nice. You should do that, to be honest, to save some money. You've been sub for 20 years and you've been paying monthly. Yeah, I think you save what, like, or you would be saving like some along the lines like $4 a month, I think. Yeah, I used to do monthly for the longest time, probably until they did the very first annual mount, which was the Tyrio's Charger, I think, and that was quite some years ago. And I think that one you had to sub for a year. And I was like, well, been playing that long. Made sense at the time. So anything of notoriety did I miss from the trip after I left? When I drove from that cabin to my parents, I drove through like so many little towns. There was one little town that looked a little, I guess, do I use the word urban? Because like most little towns you go through, like they kind of look like historical, right? Like this one, it had a blend of, it has some historicalness to it, but they also had like a lot of like new buildings. And I thought that place looked interesting, but I just drove through like the main street. I think the name of it was called Verokwa? I think it was spelled like that. And I was like, oh, this is a quaint little town. Were there for his near-death encounter? Wait, are you talking about when they had to rush him to the ER? Because that I was there for. But if there was something else after, like when they came back, then no. Was it a bear? Oh, that's what I want to talk to you about too. So, my sister's boyfriend's parents' cabin that I went to next for the next 2 days. I wish you guys should have seen it. It was like, it was so nice. Like, it wasn't like 2-floor basement, nothing. It was just a flat ranch, but like, it was just super nice. Like, it was amazing because like they're telling me the story. They built it themselves, and they had a photo album of, you know, where they laid the concrete, where they brought the outer walls, and then they start building the inside and the roof. It was just so fucking cool. Like, you guys would have fucking loved it, and you guys would have been equally as impressed as I was. And I was asking them questions. I was like, so when did you guys build it? And they're like, 2016. And I said, wait, was it 2016? Yeah, I think it was 2016. And I said, how much were like all the materials? And they said $75,000. I was like, that's it? Like, I don't know how much square footage they had, but it was enough. It was like enough space. They had 3 bedrooms. And each bedroom had like, well, except for their bedroom, but the other 2 bedrooms had 1 full-size bed with 2 bunk beds. Well, 1 bunk bed in each bedroom. So basically you could have like 6 people sleeping in those 2 rooms, plus the other room probably another 7, 8. They did an extension a year before, which they have as their den, which they turned into their entertainment space, which they had like surround sound, and that's where we watched Game of Thrones, which was pretty cool. They had a whirlpool, hot tub with the shower. Everything was like smart everything. They had cameras and everything. Like, it was just, I'm telling you, Chris, you would have fucking loved it. Like, I was like, this is so cool. Like, they bought like 6 acres of land. They said they bought the acres of land like a long time ago, like decades ago. So they owned the land for a while, and they paid like $34,000 for the 6 acres. And then to build the cabin was $75,000, and it's just like, man, that's the dream right there. I don't know about building it myself, because I would not trust myself with that kind of plan. But like, there's companies out there that, you know, you could custom built, you know, shit with. But I know materials and stuff are a lot more expensive now than they were just, you know, a decade ago. But just to know that they did that themselves, that's just so cool. I should have took pictures, actually. I should have did all that, and I didn't. They don't Airbnb it. They just, they used to live in Minnesota, and they would only go down there like on the weekends. But then they got rid of their house in Minnesota, so now they're going to live there full time. So this winter will be the first winter they live there. But yeah, it's just like, you know, not to really shit on the cabin we were at, but it made the cabin we stood at, it blew it out the water. I can't believe you were denied hot tub stream. Yeah, we you know, we wanted to deliver on that, but we thought the like I said, the signal, the Wi-Fi wasn't gonna do it. You were denied a hot tub stream. Our condolences. The internet was poop. It was poop-tacular. It could have also been poop because, like, you have 7 people all trying to use their Wi-Fi. Maybe not at the same time, but, you know, yeah, a lot of people tapped into it, so that probably wasn't doing it any favors either. Or at least I'm pretty sure everybody was logged into the Wi-Fi. Yeah, basically. I mean, middle of nowhere, like, I don't know. I feel like that term's used a little loosely. Like, I mean, there's neighbors per se, but like it's not like it was like secluded by itself in the middle of nowhere. But there's like little towns like 15 minutes from it. Oh, definitely rural for sure. 100% rural. Rural. I can't even fucking say that word. Rural. Yeah, it's definitely like that. Kind of farm country. Oh, there was a town I drove through called Hayward, and as I was driving through it, they had like their little downtown area. There was a banner, and the banner said World Lumberjack Finals, and I wanted to pull over so bad. I was like, what? World Lumberjack Finals? Like, how many people could say they watched that live in person? So I was really intrigued by that, but I was also like, I had to get to my destination before it got too dark, but I thought that was pretty funny. It said, I mean, I'm assuming so, right? Because like, I'm assuming it was World, but you know, who the hell really knows? But they did have like this big extravagant banner hanging like from building to building going down that street, and it was blocked off for only like public foot access. And I was just driving past it from the opposite street, or the other street. I was like, well, that's interesting. Like, I not like I would definitely never watch it religiously, but like if I turned the channel and like it had like the world strongman competition or whatever, like I would watch that every now and then, just because you got these like fucking behemoths of a man just like fucking dragging trucks and tree trunks and fucking truck tires and all that bullshit, just doing this weird crazy strongman stuff. And I always thought that shit was a little impressive. So that's what that reminded me of. It's like, oh, they're gonna be like chopping wood or some shit. I don't know. It's Olympics in a week. You're gonna be watching that shit. I don't know. Like the Olympics, to me, I never really got very intrigued by Olympics, which is very weird being an American, because like Americans really shouldn't really say dominate, but they tend to win a lot of gold. So yeah, I don't know. Never really intrigued me. Like even when you have athletes that just go on record runs like Michael Phelps did, and I just, dare I say, didn't care, but basically didn't care. I think like the only time I kind of got, I don't even know if excited is the right word to use, but I had slight interest was when like, I think it was well actually I think that's different. That's not Olympics, because Olympics doesn't do soccer, does it? No, I think Olympics does. Or is it just FIFA World Tour or something? I don't know, but I just know US sucks, and they were like on the cusp of like doing something, and I was like, okay, this is semi-interesting. I think it was Olympics. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like, because like basketball, it's no, well actually now like a lot of countries are getting better at basketball. So like, not that I would root against the U.S. team, but like if they were to lose, like that would be huge, or not get gold, I should say. Like I wouldn't root against them, but to me that'd be something worth watching. You were always an athletics enthusiast from a young age, so you're a fast runner and stuff. Wasn't into any other sports like football or anything. Yeah, I got you. I mean, if I was in that scene, that would obviously change my perspective of watching it, right? Like, I never was into running or anything. I mean, I liked racing, right? But like, I couldn't fuck marathons. Like, not my cup of tea. But like something like the a baton race and stuff like that. Like, once again, I just can't sit there and be excited to like consume it. I'm not gonna shit on it. Like, I'm not that dumb, but the only one I guess it would kind of come off like I'm shitting on it, but like, I never really understood gymnastics. Like, when, I mean, you are, I guess, competing, but like, you're not competing like racing, right? You're gonna have a start and you're gonna have a finish, and the fastest person wins. With gymnastics, it's all with fucking scoring. And I think with the scoring, it's very opinionated, and I think people tend to also just like give bonus points to more reputable people. So yeah, I've never really been a fan of that. Like, that's the one I could say that I'm like, I don't know about that one. But anything that's like clear competition, like, I understand it, because once again, I could be competitive, or I have been competitive, so I get it. Ping pong could be pretty intense. See, skateboarding, that'd be no. Skateboarding and snowboarding, like, when it's a scoring system and relied on judges, like, I don't know. To me, that's speed climbing. Yeah, that would be. See, that'd be different because that's on a timer. The only thing like that's cool about gymnastics is obviously just like what they're able to do and accomplish, I guess. But like, I mean, maybe it's because my eye is very untrained, but like, I could watch a couple people, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck they did different. Like, the outcome isn't 100% fair, but it's still fun to watch, you think. Gotcha. Yeah, rowing, man, that's very vigorous too. High jump was always your favorite for some reason, and you love doing it. You used to do high jump. Is that the one? No, wait, that's not like pole vault, is it? No, because that'd be called pole vaulting, right? Or that'd be called vaulting. What's high jump? Is that just like from ground level to a vertical, like a vertical jump? I don't know if I recall that one. To see how far they jump. I don't know if that's the same one. It's kind of odd if it is, and it'd be called high jump though. It's like 2 poles and a horizontal pole across, and you try to jump over it onto a pad. Kind of like pole vault, but yeah. So is it without a pole vault? And they just like jump off ground and then kind of like contort their body to get over it? Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Another birdie. Damn, these queues are taking forever. No one wants a PvP. Sometimes I feel when the time gets this high, like I'm bugged out or something. I'm also afraid to re-queue. There we go. I guess the other good thing about the Olympics is, you know, it's every 4 years, right? I believe it's 4 years. So it does kind of create that build up and excitement. Uh-oh. Get in there! Oh, barely. Barely stole it away. They're probably so pissed off. Yeah, looks like they want me dead now. No good.
I'm out of range.
Don't mind at the last second. That's pretty much good.
I think I see a glimmer of something up there on that wall. Give it a climb and check, will you?
I haven't got one breeze better kill yet today. Ooh, should vanish. Alright, let's do that. PvP break.
The Necrolords march on the altar of domination. Join us and lead the charge.
Bring down those beasts. You'll need their power to face the Terra Crew.